The bill also allows stimulus checks for the family members of illegal aliens.
This morning, our Verify team is digging into that claim. They say it's false. Up ahead, we explain why.
And with the coronavirus vaccines quickly being distributed across the country, misinformation about them are spreading just as fast. We debunk myths and claims going around about the vaccines and the science behind them.
All the Cougs are taking care of their animal counterparts during the pandemic.
We've tested cats, dogs, mink, anteaters, a camel, and ferrets so far.
Up ahead, the one species WSU found is particularly vulnerable to COVID-19.
And we've got clear skies overhead this morning. That's cool temperatures for a lot of us. We're going to break down the weather in the days ahead.
Up with KREM begins now.
All right, 7:30 now on our Wednesday morning. Welcome to Up with KREM. Treat yourself this holiday season with a holiday meal from a local restaurant. Today you can order Christmas dinner from several restaurants in our area. You can view those menus right now on KREM.com. Also coming up, Dana Marie McNichol will tell us all about the deals and when to put in your order.
Now, Jen, I'm not falling for this. This whole treat yourself thing. Treat yourself. My bank account, It's like, buddy, stop treating yourself.
Treat yourself. It's the year of forgiveness here, Jeremy. It's 2020. We've all been through it.
Okay.
So treat yourself.
Treat yourself. You know what? I'm going to get a coffee from a local coffee shop.
There you go.
There you go. It's simple as that. All right, Joshua, you have to do the weather now.
Yeah, Joshua's up. Dana Marie, get back in here. You're doing it now. That's Dana Marie's eyes. That's a grievance right there. Found one.
I'll take your spot just so you can get a coffee, Jeremy, but as long as you come back with one for me. So.
Oh, look at this.
There
you go. That's great.
Make negotiations on television.
Okay, live negotiations. All right, I will do that, but you have to do full weather too.
Fair.
Okay.
And I'm just going to talk about how happy I am that we have sunshine.
All right. Well, for all of you who didn't know, we've got sunshine in the forecast, and Dana Marie just spoiled it. No, thank you, Dana Marie. It's a great segue because it is going to be sunny today, but as we've talked about, you know that means it is going to be cooler this morning. Temperatures down in the teens in Coeur d'Alene and Deer Park, and not too far behind it in Spokane. We're at 20 degrees here. Pullman, Moscow, you're at 21 degrees this morning. You guys can agree it is cold. So bundle up as you head out the door. That comes thanks to our lack of cloud cover. And as Dana Marie mentioned, the sunshine is out. So don't forget those sunglasses. It's been a while since you needed them. And for all you men out there doing some last minute holiday shopping, the last thing you need is sun in your eyes when you're running from store to store looking for that perfect gift, because we're all belaboring to find it. Or at least me. All right, here we go. Sunshine stays in the forecast. There is stuff going on there on that map. It just doesn't look like it because that's how sunny we're going to be today and tomorrow. A few clouds pass by, but that's really going to be about it. Temperatures climb from near 20 to the mid-30s later today, and tomorrow's looking very similar. The change arrives Friday, brings about clouds. Unfortunately, the snow arrives just a little bit too late.
Well, we held that hope long enough, Jeremy. We won't hold it against you. We know you tried. That's okay. We got more coming up with Jeremy's full forecast, or Dana Marie's. We're not sure who's doing weather. We'll figure it out in a little bit. Hey, there are 3 things you need to know about the coronavirus in our area this morning.
First, this morning, about 180,000 COVID-19 vaccine doses are on the way to the Pacific Northwest. Now, this is both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. The Washington State Hospital Association is expecting nearly 173,000 doses statewide, though it's still unclear how many of those doses will come to Spokane. However, North Idaho is expecting 4,000 doses. Now, in Washington, the state will receive about 45,000 Pfizer doses and 128 Moderna doses. The Pfizer doses will go mainly to hospitals with special freezers. It must be stored at -100 degrees. Public health departments, primary care facilities, and private medical groups will take the Moderna vaccine.
Second, 2 Idaho healthcare workers have experienced severe allergic reactions after getting the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. Here's what we know about that situation. We know that both had a known history of getting severe reactions after receiving an injectable medication. One healthcare worker is fully recovered while the other is in the hospital, and they are expected to be discharged today. The medical director for the Idaho Division of Public Health addressed the news in a statement, saying in part, "In light of these events, we are concerned about the risk to people with such a history and recommend that anyone with a history of severe reaction or anaphylaxis to any vaccine or injectable therapy defer taking this vaccine until more is known." Both incidents are being investigated.
Third, a farm in Tonasket is facing one of the largest fines in Washington state history. The State Department of Labor and Industry says Geber Farms violated COVID-19 protocols, and now it's facing $2 million in fines. An anonymous phone call tipped off investigators. They later found 2 employees died from COVID-19 in July due to poor work and living conditions.
We take this job seriously. No one should have to go to work and then not come home, or come home sick and spread an illness to their family and others. It should never happen.
Well, owners disagree with the charges, saying they did follow state guidelines. The farm owners now have 15 days to file an appeal.
7:36 now. Misinformation about the COVID-19 vaccine has spread just as fast as the virus itself. And this morning, our own Tim Pham reports that some of those viral claims about the vaccine are easily debunked.
Misinformation flooded our news feeds in 2020, article after article showing distrust about COVID-19, wildfires, the election, and now the coronavirus vaccine. False narratives like the vaccine was developed too quickly to be safe. Doctors, scientists, and researchers say that's not true. They've been working on a vaccine for similar viruses for years and years, so when COVID happened, they knew what worked and what didn't. Myths that the vaccine is not necessary. People have claimed falsely a better way of fighting the virus is through natural immune responses. In reality, that's not true. Experts don't know how long natural immunity lasts after recovering from COVID. Immunity varies from person to person, and some people have gotten COVID twice. And baseless claims about the ingredients of the vaccine and mRNA. Many have claimed that vaccines can alter your DNA. This is false. Both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are made of messenger RNA. This component never enters the nucleus of the cell where the DNA is kept, so it does not have the capability to mutate the DNA in any way. But the problem, according to experts, anti-vaccine research is often based on flawed science, half-truths, and debunked studies. Bad information can flourish during something called a data deficit, when there is a high demand for information and a short supply of credible information. People fill the void with misinformation and conspiracy theories.
Taking a look at what's trending this morning, we're going to get a live look at the skate ribbon right now, downtown Spokane. You know, many people are finding new activities, especially during this pandemic. But are those activities now safe, especially during the holiday season? Now, the Texas Medical Association ranked some of our favorite holiday traditions from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest risk of getting coronavirus, and then 10 being the highest. So we're going to break those down for you. Things like sending Santa a letter and watching holiday lights from your car was ranked the lowest risk. Outdoor ice skating was ranked in the moderate risk category, along with traveling by plane. Some higher risk activities include taking a photo with Santa and hosting a holiday party. The highest risk category was going to a bar to celebrate New Year's Eve. And of course, we know the bars in our area are closed this year. Many of us are going to just have smaller celebrations, which is a lot better, smaller groups. But we can still do some fun things in our area, like sledding. I know there hopefully will be some snow a little bit later on.
Hitting the skate ribbon because there's less people that could knock me down. I still have never fallen down ice skating, so the streak can continue.
Ooh, and you know they've done such a good job.
Never fallen ice skating, Dana Marie, no.
Dana Marie, have you?
Just a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Just a couple of.
We have some videos to show
like,
Jeremy to catch him up.
I love this skate ribbon.
Nice. Well, Jen, do you have any social distance plans coming up?
Oh, I like the idea that Dana Marie had suggested about taking a look at the Christmas lights around the neighborhood. I think that's always kind of a fun activity, and you can find a map on KREM.com, so making it very easy for everyone.
Oh, perfect. Great idea. A little hot cocoa, a little Christmas light action.
Yeah, if you're off work, maybe a little Bailey's in your hot chocolate.
There you go.
As long as you're the passenger. All right, 7:40 now. Don't take my advice. All right, still to come here. Washington State University is leading the charge in protecting animals during the pandemic. Coming up, what experts learned in just a few months of research.
And taking a live look at Mount Spokane early on this morning. It's a morning alpenglow as the sun comes up without any clouds in the sky. We're talking a nice chilly day if you're hitting the slopes.